it's Karina. I'm here for the Friday Kickstart, and today we're going to talk about why mindset is the biggest stumbling block to being a successful entrepreneur. I've seen it time and time again. Ladies will start out great. They'll start working on having their own store, their own online store, and the first bump they run into, they give up. Or let's say they get through like most of the process and then they kind of decide, oh, it's been challenging, maybe I'm not cut out for this. And so I can tell you that your mindset is the biggest thing. If you believe that you can do it, you will find a way. If you believe that you can't do it, you will figure out a way to quit. So your mind, the way that you think, is going to drive whether you're successful or not. Because when times get rough, you'll either press on or you'll quit. So I have a few questions for you to think about. So do you believe in yourself as an entrepreneur? Do you believe that you can do it? Because I hear from lots of ladies that they're scared or they're not confident or they're confused. Well, think about this. You weren't just born knowing how to be an entrepreneur. You have to learn. It's just kind of like going to college or going to school. You know, you don't know everything. You go to school and you learn, and then you're more confident, right? But like with math, you go to high school, you don't know how to do all the math, and at the end of the year you do, provided you did your homework. So that's the same thing with business, right? You're not going to know everything in the beginning, but what you need to do is think about it like it's a college course. And when you're learning the ropes, you're learning how to open an online business, it's going to be challenging, and you're not dumb and you're not incapable just because something doesn't come super easy to you. So your mindset is going to determine whether you press on at that point or you give up. And I just see way too many ladies just giving up. The next thing that I see is ladies trying to do it themselves without any help. And I learned a long time ago that you cannot be the best you can be if you try to do everything yourself. When I first started my boutique, I was packing like 100 orders a day myself because I didn't want anybody to help me because I thought they would mess it up. And it got to the point that I actually had to ask for help. And, I've continued to ask for help over the years and add more people to my team. I have a team now that does my social media. I used to think I could do that all myself, and you just can't do everything well. So what you need to do is think about business ownership like going to school, and you're going to focus on what you're good at. But the cool thing is with owning your own business is you can delegate the stuff that you're not good at. So I don't know if you ever saw that movie with Rodney Dangerfield, where he went back to college with his son. Oh, I can't think of the name. Is it called Back to School? And so he was a business owner. And so he went to college with his son, and his son got upset with him because he was delegating his college coursework to his staff. And so that's what business owners do, right? If you're like, he wasn't strong in literature, so he actually hired the author of the book he was supposed to read to write his paper on that book, for example. So that's what business owners do. So if you are just starting out, or if you're stuck somewhere, you need to look for someone that's been there before, that knows how to do it, and get their help. I even have a coach. I was stuck back in 2020, actually last year. It seems like so long ago. I actually hired my first coach in 2019. And so that's when I launched my course initially, and she helped me work through that. I now have a different coach because I have different needs now, right? And so I have a different coach to take me to even the next level. So you have to remember that A, you don't have to know everything. B, you're going to need people to help you along the way. Let's see, what other? Oh, this is really interesting. Some of your beliefs, like whether you believe in yourself or not, is going to come from usually your upbringing. So when I was growing up, my parents were entrepreneurs. They owned their own business. And when I was little, I used to, go to their office. They owned what was called the tie yard, and we sold railroad ties and rocks, and in bulk, right? And so I would sit in the little office and, pretend work when I was really, really young. And I just thought that's what parents did. And then I married my husband, and I've had several conversations with his mom, and she is like the complete opposite. She and I laugh because she's not entrepreneurial at all. And like half the time when I do things, I think she thinks I'm crazy because it appears to be so risky to her. But it's just her mindset, right? And one day she said, you know what? When I was little, my grandma and grandpa babysat me a lot, and they grew up in the Depression, and you just don't take risks, and you have to be very careful with what you've got, right? So it's a completely different mindset. It's almost to the point that some entrepreneurs appear to be just nuts. You think about Steve Jobs. He had that thing he wrote. I used to have a copy of it, about the crazy people, and they're the ones that are going to change the world, right? So think about that. Like, do you believe in yourself and that you can do it? Or are you holding yourself back because of your own beliefs? So type in the comments what you think about that. Are you a risk taker? Why or why not? What do you think about this? And I will see you guys next Friday.